Hey, this is Kurt with Stone Glacier. I want to take you through how to properly fit the hip belt pulls to the hip belt. So once you have your hip belt pulls in hand, the other thing that you'll need is a tape measure, and we'll move on to the next step. Once you have your pack on, you need to tighten the belt down to where you have good snug fit, as tight as you think you're going to use it. We're going to attach the hip belt pull in a spot so that when you double the webbing back through there, you have enough adjustment on the inside. And this is typically about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from the end of that buckle. So we're going to take a quick measurement. I noticed that 1.5 inches for me, just where I need it, is about at the tip of the hip belt. And that is where we're going to align the back side of the hip belt pull. Once you have determined the proper length, proper placement of the hip belt pull, the next step is going to be to trim the Velcro if needed. So depending on your waist size, we add extra Velcro on the end. We want the Velcro to come to the end of this gray panel on the outside. So I just lay it over the top, approximately where it was going to be, and I trimmed that tail. And so now we're ready to install it. We're going to remove the 2-inch buckle. And then back the 2-inch webbing out through the 2-inch tri-slide. Next step is we are going to thread the hip belt pull in. You can see that the tail that is sewn is going to face out away from your body. That positions the Velcro loop and hook the correct direction when it attaches inside the belt. So we'll slide this, thread it through. And then adjust to that previous measurement. And that's right where our measurement came in on the last time, right to the tip of the belt. Your last step is going to be stick your hand underneath here, separate the Velcro on the inside, pull it tight, push that tail back in. Push those back together to adhere the Velcro, and now you're ready to reinstall the 2-inch webbing. Once you have the 2-inch webbing threaded back through the tri-slide, see my hip belt pull is installed exactly where we took our measurement. I'm going to drop the webbing through the hip belt pull and then reattach my 2-inch buckle. Now that tail, you're going to run through the hip belt pull. So now you have the extra leverage when you go to tighten your belt. And that completes installation for the one side.